No Suicide Squad game, but a new Batman game. This is the Raptor News reactions on the latest gaming news with a new report from Kotaku. Let me know what you think in the comments down below and be sure to hit the like button. This Raptor News is brought to you by Jason Schreider, of course known for his leaks over on Kotaku. I put a link down in the description below if you want to read the article. Let's dig in. Warner Bros. Montreal has cancelled their long-rumored Suicide Squad video game, sources tell Kotaku. The studio will now focus mainly on their other big project, a Batman game starring Damian Wayne, and of course that is the son of Batman. So Warner Bros. Montreal created Batman Arkham Origins, of course the game that was not from Rocksteady, that we of course know from Arkham Asylum, from Arkham City, and the recently released Arkham Knight. Arkham Origins was like, yeah, some sort of spin-off game. It was still in the Arkham franchise of course, but not created by the big guys. It was still a great game. So after they finished working on the Arkham Origins game, they were moved to this rumored co-op game, and of course a co-op game makes sense if you look at the multiple characters in the Suicide Squad, but the Suicide Squad game failed to impress Warner Bros. Management during greenlight meetings, according to Kotaku. The end of Origins teased a Suicide Squad get-together, which led to the first rumors that Warner Bros. Montreal was working on a game about a gang of government-employed villains. The companion handheld game, Arkham Origins Blackgate, that was of course its side-scroller Batman game, also teased a Suicide Squad game in the ending. A year of shakeups at Warner Bros. Montreal. Earlier this year, Warner Bros. Montreal's top bosses, including studio head Martin Carrier and the executive producer Red Snyder, left the company. At the end of November, Warner Bros. Hired a new studio head, Stevan Roy. I probably pronounced that wrong. Anyway, he was previously an executive producer on Deus Ex Mankind Divided at Eidos Montreal. So what we can take away from this is that 1. A Suicide Squad game was in development, and that's of course super interesting, but yeah, they probably wanted to create this game and release it when the hype for the Suicide Squad film was still there, and maybe the bad movie like reception, of course the movie was not so good, also led to the decision that was made by Warner Bros. Of course the Batman movies have been pretty good. I don't count Batman v Superman, just a regular like solo Batman movie. So yeah, they wanted to continue that. Rocksteady did a great job. Warner Bros. Montreal, that worked on Arkham Origins, could just use the Rocksteady engine, had the same combat, could just tweak some stuff, and they could release the game. And like I said, it was pretty great. So now to make a Suicide Squad game that failed to impress sucks. But yeah, what we can also take away from this is that it looks like a new Batman game is coming when, if we look at Rocksteady, they were going to move away from that. After Batman Arkham Knight, that was their last Batman game. They're now going to do something else. Hopefully we'll see that next year, like an announcement or something like that. Because yeah, they've been working on this for like a year and a half now, if they started working on this immediately after Arkham Knight. So that will be interesting. So we will still have a Batman game, while Rocksteady will do something else, and they will probably use the Arkham Knight engine. So it will still be a long way from now, because yeah, the 2 years they worked on this Suicide Squad game are just gone. It just sucks for them, of course, to work 2 years on something and just to have it cancelled. So I think that we will see this new Batman game 2019, something like that. Maybe an announcement in 2018. But this is interesting stuff. This is a rumor brought to you by Kotaku, Jason Schreider, doing amazing work. My reaction is, of course, yeah, it sucks that this Suicide Squad game is cancelled. Was I excited about the Suicide Squad game in the first place? Well, it could be interesting, although a co-op game, yeah, it could just like result in some sort of beat 'em up with not a lot of interesting gameplay and just not so deep and not a great story. While a solo Batman game, we of course know what we can expect. We know what we can expect from the Arkham Origins game. What is also interesting is that I thought that these guys were working on a Superman game. Of course, this had been rumored for a long while, but it looks like this is not the case. And why I say this like with certainty is that the Kotaku rumors are normally right. They had 3 sources at Warner Bros. Montreal, or yeah, people close to the project, so probably working there, telling him this, so it's probably right. It sucks for them, obviously. They were probably frustrated. They wanted to get this out to the world, and now they did. And now we're here with this rumor. Anyway, I'm curious to hear what you think about this cancellation and about, yeah, the happy news that we can get a new Batman game. Well, it looked like Rocksteady was getting away from that, and they are probably still doing that. So they're making a new game. We will still have a Batman game. That's the good news, at least. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like the video if you did. Subscribe for way more reactions on the latest gaming news. And I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.